Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All Healthy Ale. It's Sunday night, which means it's trad beer night, and the beer we're going for tonight is from Belgium. It's this one. It is the Chimay Tripel, and I hope I said it right. I probably haven't. Anyway, it's a Trappist beer weighing in at 8% ABV, and it's available in your local Tesco's for about £2.50 a bottle. There's not an awful lot that it says on the bottle, other than that Chimay Tripel is a strong blonde ale with a fruity and spicy taste, balanced by the bitterness and aroma of the hop. The Trappist logo certifies that this ale is brewed in a Trappist abbey, and the majority of sales income is intended for social aid, and the beer is fermented in the bottle, so I expect it to be lively. So yeah, it says serve between 6 and 8 degrees. That is exactly what I'm doing. And yeah, let's get it out into a glass and see what we think. In fact, because I think it might be lively, let's get the old oaken beer towel, cover my knees, just in case. No, not too bad, to be fair. Before I pour it, that's the funky little bottle cap logo. It's not going to focus. There it is, look. Yeah, there we go. It's quite nice. I like it. Anyway, we're pouring into my Titanic goblet. And the pour, we're going to pour slowly, is blonde, as promised. Now it is fermenting in the bottle, so I'm going to pour carefully. I want to encourage a nice head, but that's as much as I'm going to pour for now. So, your beer is a beautiful blonde, deep blonde actually, with a nice solid 2 fingers of creamy white head, and you've got good carbonation rushing up from the nucleation points on the bottom of the glass. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking beer. Nice and almost iridescent. It looks lovely. It does. I feel I'm going to enjoy this one. Anyway, looks good. Let's have a whiff. It does smell fruity. It is slightly, ever so slightly raisin-like. With little tiny hints of something almost like citrusy, and I like it. It's a good malt and it smells strong, robust, deep and complex. It smells almost slightly yeasty as well, which I'm not surprised given that it is bottle conditioned. So yeah, looks great, smells really inviting. Let's see what it's all about. Cheers. That's quite nice. It is strong. It tastes stronger than the 8%, I will say that. Now, the first experience of it is the body is medium weight. Carbonation isn't as expected. I expected it to be heavier than that. It's quite medium on the carbonation, and the mouthfeel is quite nice as well. It is excitable in the mouth, but not massively. The flavours, like I say, are quite boozy. There's a little bit of a honey vibe coming through. And they mentioned spicy. I get it. There is a slight pepperiness to it. It's almost got that SARS type thing. That peppery, grassy, citrus type flavour that you get in some Pilsners. That's going on here. That peppery, grassy. No other way of putting it. The malts are superb. They're deep, they're complex, they're rich, they're robust. It sounds like a wine, but it's not. It's beautiful. They're quite potent. It's nice. It really is nice. Obviously, you couldn't sing too many of them, given the fairly hefty strength of it. But it is one that I feel like compelled to enjoy quickly. I don't know why. It's a really nice flavour. The hop presence is good. The finish, not as strong as I expected. The fruity flavours, the slight raisin notes are coming through most at the end, on the back end of the flavour. And there's a subtle hot bitterness on the back end as well. I like it. I do. There's no getting away from that. Yeah, I like. So, Chimay Trappist Triple. What do I think of you? Well, I'm going to tell you what Untapped thinks of you. There have been a monumental 213,000 check-ins with an average of 3.74. 10 people I know who've enjoyed it have got a slightly higher average at 4.3. Yeah, that's a lot of check-ins. It's a lot of check-ins. And I have a feeling my score is going to be somewhere around between those two averages. And it'll all come clear, first of all, when we go through the score. So, the looks, I love the look. It's a beautiful deep blonde beer. Good head on it. Lovely colour. Subtle kind of haze from the bottle conditioning. I like it a lot on the looks. It's great. It's getting a point. The aroma is typical of the style. Slightly fruity. Bit of the malt coming through. Fair tang as well. I'm going to give it the 0.75, and the reason being I prefer others of the style. This one has just got a bit too much of the tang for me, and not quite enough of the fruity notes coming through for my liking. Still decent though, there's no getting away from that. As for the body, I like it. It's medium weight, the carbonation is good, it feels nice in the mouth, nothing to dislike, it's getting a point. The flavour, like I say, there are blonde Trappist type beers that I prefer. And this one has got good things about it and the things that I'm not so keen on. Yes, it's 8% and I expect some of the booze, but it's quite overpowering for me. I prefer it a little bit more hidden. Think like, I don't know it's not a Trappist, but think the Leffe Blonde. That kind, it's a smoother beer and I prefer that smoother sort of experience as opposed to that smack you in the face kind of alcohol hit. I like the pepperiness, I like the slight citrus notes, but the alcohol bit is just a bit too much for me. So I'm going to give it the 0.5. So yeah, and the finish. I like the finish, but it's short-lived. You get a bit of the bitterness. That's the bit I particularly like about the finish. But the rest of the flavours just kind of go quite quickly. And I just want it to last a little bit longer. The pepperiness I want more of. The spicy citrus I want more of. It just fades into the bitterness, which is nice in itself, but it needs a bit more to it for me. And I say 0.5 on that one. So it has got 3.75 from me. Let's give it some options. Do I think it represents value for money? Yes, I will say it represents value for money. And there's a reason for that. You get a lot of beer for your money. Let's not put a 7 in there. I don't know why I was going to put a 7 in there. You get a lot of beer for your money. I can see why a lot of people like this beer. It's just not for me. 213,000 people can't be wrong. Yeah, and it's, like I say, £2.53 a bottle in your local Tesco. It's not expensive. Would I buy it again? Probably not. No, I'm going to be honest. Because, like I say, there's others of the style that I prefer. So yeah, the Chimay Tripel has got 3.75 with a value for money for good measure. So yeah, not the greatest experience. I like it, do not get me wrong, but there's those that I prefer of the style. So there we go. Not disappointed I've tried it. I'm happy that I've tried it and I will enjoy the rest of it, but I think this is a one and done for me. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, be upstanding for those lovely monks who've brewed this beer and say, that has been a beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another one. Bye.